youngster, I dabbled with various things, woodworking and jewelry making and mainly wood projects. I became more dedicated when it came to Aegis in 1922 and 2022, picking up on watercolors with Jim Pinkham as a challenge and enjoyed it, and then went on to acrylic painting with Emily when she started in 2023.
I started making clay pots and pans for my dollhouse, and they were a big hit, and all my little neighbors wanted to have one too, so I started a little business, 10 cents a pot.
Since I came here 2 years ago, we used to live in the house about 5 minutes drive from here, and then so we checked in 2 years ago, more than a little more. It's in beginning of April, yeah. And I attended the class.
I was brought up in Sweden, and weaving is a big deal. And in my second grade school, they had 3 weaving looms in the back in one of the room where they had a sewing kind of group, So that's how I started to weave. And then we moved into the countryside. We had country cottage or something. And we bought a loom. So I don't know, it just goes slowly. Because you have to have a loom to weave. Various kinds of looms too. But you start out pinning.
Oh, I'd say when I was about maybe 15, maybe, I don't know. I just started painting. I needed something to do. I didn't want to go to a class somewhere or anywhere. I just wanted to do something. So that did it. I just asked somebody and they said, well, do this. And I thought, that sounds like a good idea.
In Holland, when I was in school and the nuns were teaching us, that was 90 years ago, just about.
When I was a young girl, I knew that I had a strong interest in photographing people.
Well, one, to be active at Aegis, trying to find something that I enjoyed doing and give it a try and challenge of it.
I saw art in everything. When I would play in the garden, I saw the flowers and I would pick them and make a beautiful bouquet. And my mother told me I was always picking her favorite flowers. And so I would give her a nice bouquet. And then I had a dollhouse, and I did little paintings for the dollhouse. And my brothers and sisters said, why don't you make one for my room? And so I started painting flowers for their bedrooms. And one thing led to another. And then when I was in school, the teacher always selected one of mine and said, now I want you to paint like this. And so I painted whenever I had an opportunity.
Oh, I don't know. Now that's a good question. That's a difficult.
Maybe like the shops, and that you wanted to open your own shop?
But that was much later. in my life.
Yeah.
So, no.
Or
It was
maybe
just,
you were good at it and wanted to keep doing it.
just do it, and you compare with the other groups in the weaving group. And you compare, oh, this is nice, and that's nice, and da. So you have this connection with other weavers, which makes it different, something.
Because I loved to see what I could show people, what I could do at a young age. I was proud of myself that I could do it. Well, the reason I started here, because I felt we all lived in luxury, and there were so many people that had nothing. And since I can't do so much, I thought I could at least sit down and start doing something. That's when I started crocheting, and I kept making, the kids call them blankies, and my 7-year-old great-grandchild said, "Oma, I'd like to have a little blankie for my dolly. She's cold at night." And that gave me the inspiration when I crocheted for all my 5 little grandchildren. I got more than 12, but 5 girls. I crocheted, each of them got 2 blankies. Then I said, now Oma's gonna do it and give it to the store for the needy, so that they sold them and they could buy toys and turkey for Christmas, because these people have nothing, and this is the way I can help them.
I was inspired by my grandfather. My grandparents would travel regularly from their California home to visit our family in Seattle. I was the eldest of 5 grandchildren. My grandfather would spend a great deal of time photographing our family during his visits. When he returned to his California home, he would arrange the photos into albums and send them to our Seattle family as a special gift to us. These wonderful albums are still enjoyed by our family today. Time went by, and eventually we built our very own darkroom in our home. Those were the days of film cameras and darkrooms. Our son John enjoyed using our darkroom until he left for college. Then I jumped into the darkroom. John remarked that the equipment improved immensely when my mom took over.
Well, when you start out, you need to be patient with whatever project you're working on, and keep going at it, because you can get better.
Paint and draw how you feel. Don't try to do something that's so extreme. Just paint from your very heart and enjoy what you do.
Well, whatever they like to paint, do their best to paint. And Emily is a good teacher. She told you what to do.
Just start slowly and make different patterns as you go along.
Maybe join a group.
Oh yeah, it's nice to group, yeah, because you connect together. Yeah.
If they started painting tomorrow,
What advice would you give?
paint for yourself. You're the only one that really knows the basics of why you painted what you did. The rest of them can look at a picture and say, wow, that's such and such, but it doesn't mean anything to them.
I went for advice when we were trying to start a knitting group. I wanted to do it, so I thought it was simple, easy to do, to give them something to do, but then people thought it was too difficult. I didn't think it was.
Attend a good photography school. There's a very excellent school on 12th Avenue in Seattle. The name of it is Northwest Photographic Center Northwest. They offer various and flexible courses and have very good teachers that can support you. When you start your journey and you are producing pieces that you love, begin early to catalog your work.
Well, I'm most proud of a couple of wooden chests, original designs, and coat racks that were original designs. And as far as painting is concerned, I like the sponge diver that I copied from Winslow Homer. That will be on display.
Oh, I have a favorite piece. Let me show you. I call it the family portrait. We spent a lot of time on the beach in summertime. It was our favorite place. And my 5-year-old son thought we were water monsters. That's what I painted.
My sunflower was one of the original ones. So I did so much effort to it, each flower. So I don't know if I did my best, but I enjoyed it.
Well, I like the combination of yarns together. And it starts out with all white. This is a mixture of silk and rayon. So that makes the basic, and then you add colors to the pattern on the side. And the colors go together, kind of thing, the pink and the gray and different, I don't know, just like the color combination. They're all they're not the same. See this.
How long did it take you to make that?
No, you cannot. You just do it a little now and then. Mm-hmm. But it's not a whole, like you did it for a whole thing, no way.
So it took a long time.
Well, yeah, it takes time. We have a lot of yarns on the loom, all of this.
I don't know. I love those paintings upstairs so much. I couldn't pick an easy one. And Deb is going to bring her tiger. She told me, I had forgotten that I had painted it. And she told me that, well, last time you was here that she was going to dig it up and bring it with her.
So your tiger painting is one of your most favorites? And your yellow bird?
The yellow bird is such a simplistic little thing.
It's beautiful.
Well, I know, but like I say, it doesn't hold a candle to the tiger in some respects. When you walk through a room and the tiger is on the wall, his eyes follow you. They really do. At least it feels like it. And see, the bird is just a bird. It'll fly away. But that tiger's eyes won't go anywhere. Yeah.
I started with blankies, and that since they would sell them so fast, I kept going. But I didn't. Now I crocheted one hat, and that is not crocheting, but that is also art form. And I know I learned that from Caitlin, and I think it was. I'm so excited about it that I want to continue if I can, and if Aegis would give them to the needy or to the hospitals for little babies that are born and have nothing, I will start crocheting more hats.
Every piece that was chosen for the show was chosen because it was my favorite piece. I never imagined at age 92 that my work would be shown at Aegis in a show. I want to say I'm very grateful to Aegis for giving me the opportunity of a lifetime.